Hello. You know what we haven't done in a while? A 3 marker challenge. Let's do that. Hello, welcome back. To get creative today, I decided that I wanted to revisit a 3 marker challenge where we pick 3 random markers here and try to come up with a character or a scene of some sort. It's one of my favorite things to do in my sketchbook because it allows me to have an entire spread that is cohesive with one color scheme. Also, it's a limited palette, so it forces me to think about what elements are going where and what colors should go in those spots. Plus, it's not overwhelming in the least. I have my markers organized by color, and I don't want to unorganize them. So what I'm gonna do is something a little bit different since I don't want to take them out of these compartments. Since there's 4 sections here, we're going to roll a 4-sided die and pick one from that section with my eyes closed. I think that will be the easiest way to go about doing this. We'll go section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. Nice. Okay, section 1. Section 1 again, okay. And section 1 again. At least we'll know it's cohesive, I suppose. Okay. I mean, okay, sure. I guess we're gonna go with, what kind of color scheme is this called? Am I even an artist? There's a, whenever it's just like analogous, is that right? Colors, yay! I shall choose a clippy that goes with our colors here. Just keep it on theme. Okay, so we've got PB1 or sky blue, B64 Indian blue, and G2 vivid green. You know, I really wish we got a skin tone out of these, but alas, we've got to work with what we are given. First things first, we need to get our swatches, which usually I have a ton of colors to swatch, but guess what? Today, we are lucky. Already have some ideas running around in my mind, and that's a little exciting. Let's try a couple gradients. Oh, I guess I need the green and the dark blue. So we'll just do all 3 down here, but we'll have the green and the dark blue touch. Okay, yeah, those are really pretty. Just for funsies, I do want to try to do a little bit of like a watered down version of these 2. By watered down, I mean mixing a little bit more alcohol with it and trying to paint it, because I think I could probably get away with like a light blue skin tone because I'm thinking about something. We'll see. Don't know what I learned from that, but there they are. So looking at these colors, my first ideas are always going to be water and nature, leaves, things like that. But I kind of, oh gosh, dang, I don't, okay. Look, we'll just write down these ideas, even though I hate to go the normal route, you know? Still gonna write them down, it's whatever. Water, nature, I'll put greenery. Now, whenever I started thinking about these as a skin tone, I gravitated towards the light blue, and it immediately made me think of like Corpse Bride, that sort of thing. So what if we did a cute, what if she's like an undead forest lady? So I'm envisioning a cute girl. Maybe she has moss growing on her legs and stuff, or her hair is made of vines or something like that. Maybe like little blue flowers throughout. How do I describe that onto the paper? Oh gosh. Let's see. Undead nature lady? I don't know. What are those called? They're like nature spirits that Yeah. Okay. Yes. That's what it is. Thank you, HP. Is it spelled with a Y? DRYAD? Okay. Yeah, my brain really loves those two. I'm currently looking up references on Pinterest and I'm just getting more and more excited about that idea. So I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I suppose I should warm up as well. Gosh, dang. Feel so behind today. Sometimes I can just pump art out and other times I feel like it just takes forever. You know what? We'll just start with little simplified ladies and this can be our warm up too because it's nothing crazy, you know, and we can just start putting elements on them, you know, get two things done at once. Also, since I tend to get hung up on my warm-ups, at least if I spend a lot of time on these, it will be for good reason. We can also, let's just do two heads up here as well so that we can figure out the face, what the hair is going to look like, and the colors that go with that. Yeah, I think I definitely want her to have elfy ears. I'm going to put these little Dobby looking doodads on the side of her face. So that's fine. I kind of also, I want to lean into the water and nature part if we're going to do a dryad, but now I'm open to having green skin or blue skin. Let's figure out the hair first. I'm like 10 steps ahead of myself. You can do the typical like long flowing locks that I think that you see on almost every elf drawing, but we can put flowers throughout, maybe have a few braids in there just to make it a little more interesting. I'm trying to think if I want to do one with like antlers or twigs or something, maybe short and curly, maybe more resembling like flowing waves, and we can make this one blue. I have so many ideas running around in my head right now. If this one was of the sea and this one was of the forest, I'm envisioning this one with green hair, light green skin, like the watered down version, blue flowers, and like I said, like moss on her feet and stuff like that. The sea one, I'm thinking dark blue hair, light blue skin, and I'm thinking that these antlers could actually be like pieces of coral. Maybe, because they kind of resemble that the way that I drew them. Maybe have like a seaweed dress with the green. Oh gosh, okay. Green eyes on the sea lady, blue eyes on the forest lady. Let's see what those colors look like. Use this dark blue for the hair shadows and then put the green on top just so we have some sort of difference. Little flowies. What did I say? Light green skin? Is that what I said? Okay, she's pretty cute, actually. I'm getting excited. And for you, let me lay down the green in the background. Do the reverse for your blue hair. I think a little bit of my green got in here, but that's okay. Okay, so I think I'm leaning more towards the forest lady now that we have those colors down. She just looks a lot cuter to me. So we're gonna go with her. So now, outfit. I definitely want there to be moss of some kind on her. So even if it's just the green of her skin, like fading into a darker and darker green, I think that would be really, really pretty. But what about her actual clothing? I think a lily pad somewhere would be cute too, whether it's like protecting her. You know what? I'm just gonna put them on as little shoulder pads on this one. We could also do it as like some kind of cute hat. That would be cute. I don't know how to draw that as a hat though. No, I don't like that. Maybe my skills aren't up for that challenge.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, I got a couple ideas down here. So obviously, hey, this is the first idea. This is the second one. I kind of thought about like a giant leaf just kind of wrapping around her body a couple times would be cute and simple enough that we could zhuzh it up if we wanted to. And then I did like the coloring from dark to light on her skin just to mimic moss, even though over here it kind of looks like chest hair. This one seems more my style. This one seems like more something you would see in the forest. So, we still have one more idea to try though. I also have to think about if we're only doing a bust, which generally that's what we do. I don't know why I always draw full bodies. Okay, hang on. Let's draw a line. So that way we can envision what it will look like from the top up. See what's most interesting to us. That didn't help at all. What if we did lily pads like Ariel has her shells? Would that be cute? Then what? Can we have like vines coming down off her shoulders maybe? I like the concept too of her shoulders themselves growing twigs out of them. I'm wondering if I can do a mix of these two. This one reminds me of Xena, the warrior princess, and that's really not what I'm going for, but I think I could probably mishmash these two together and get somewhere that I want to be. Let me see what that would look like. I'm only gonna do the bust over here. I didn't even give her pants. That looks a little inappropriate. Let's see, put different leaves on her. That's fine. Now that dress is kind of cute, but you won't see this down. So also I would probably, okay, we're spending too much time on that. Okay. Off we go now that you're clothed. I think we could, because on this one here, I also put twigs coming out of her shoulders. So I think I am going to keep that on one side. And then on the other side, we'll have like the lily pad pauldron thing. And then from the lily pad side, we'll wrap her in her leaf and her little arms. And they'll be dark to light with moss. I do kind of like the scalloped edges, so I'm going to do that on the leaf too. Yeah, I like that, I think. Did you think that she was going to get away with not having tendrils? I thought incorrectly. Can maybe even get away with some whooshes of water around her. Would that be too much, you think? Maybe around the bottom of her. Maybe even her hair turns from green to the blue. Ooh. So she's like a protector of both water and forest. That would make sense with her lily pad. And oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Okay, yes. Okay, we've got it. We've got our idea. I'm so excited. In interest of making, oh, hold on. In interest of making the most beautiful piece possible, I think I am going to use my marker paper. I've already used this for something. So I can just fold this in half and do the bust on that half of the paper. My sketchbook paper can be a little bit finicky whenever I'm putting something together that I'm excited about. It ends up kind of looking a little, I don't know, like it's just not fully blended and it could be better. And then I think that it's bad, but it's really not. It's just the paper. So we're gonna do it with this guy. Probably transfer my swatches to here as well. Here, we'll just put them down here. I'm just putting the watered down versions next to them. And in the interest of keeping everything cohesive, I'm gonna get out my Cool Erase to sketch with. To sketch with. I'm gonna pull out a green Cool Erase and a blue Cool Erase just to keep everything in that family. Yeah, are you blue? Yep. That's light green. Do I have just a green? Who are you? Are you dark green? You're gonna be dark green. Oh no, you're just green. Perfect. Okay, that's what I needed. It's so crazy how much of these colored pencils I have. And I mean in length. I just, for comparison, here we go, right? Here are these, they're just regular pencils, right? And these, these are the ones that I always sketch with. Look at the little babies. Oh, that's so fun. I love this little man. Look at him. Oh. Okay, enough showing you my children. we will get to sketching. Here we go. I'm gonna start sketching with green since that's our main color, right? Yes. I want her arm to be up so that you can see the moss gradient too. Why did I start with the hand? Can you tell me that? You know what? Maybe that was the smartest thing for me to start with because that's the hardest part. So if I am able to do that, then the rest should be just fine, right? In theory. I love how I had that full sketch and I just moved everything. My, what a long neck you have, ma'am. Trying to reserve the blue for whenever we do the water down here, so I'm not going to finish the hair down here yet. I'm going to finish my greens first. It's pretty cute. I like it. I hadn't really taken into account how a leaf would wrap around a body, so I added this little extra part here, and I think I like that better, which is good since I put it there. I gotta put her tendril on one side. Go ahead and put her facial structure in too, I suppose. Okay, but she's a cutie though. Maybe put just a few more flowers. And some stars for good measure. Okay, let's color it, shall we? Oh, but first, we must lighten it a little bit. Oops. Yeah, that's good enough. I want to start with the most the lightest color. Lightest colors, I should say. So I'll do the first pass on the skin, I think would be good. It's a little hard to do these watered down washes because this paper makes light colors look very dark when you first lay them on, and then as it dries it gets better and better. So I'm trying really hard not to layer it on too quickly or be too worried about it, but it does make me feel a little scary whenever I see it go down so dark. But it lightened up just fine. We just got to get there. Try not to be too heavy-handed on the face, except for where the blush goes. The blush can have all of the pigment. I want to put some blue down now. Just a nice little wash. It also feels like this gives me a good base. So I don't forget, because you know what I'm not good at? Remembering. So now at least I know where the color families lie, you know? I think I ran into a little bit of an issue because this lily pad is supposed to be green, but her hair is green. So I guess I could darken it a bit with this blue, maybe? Separate it a little bit? Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll be fine, right? Sure. Gonna have to build up some contrast here too, where the lily pad meets the leaf wrap thing. Maybe I'll do like dark green in here, and then we'll use our alcohol to dilute it a little bit. Not as much as the skin, but enough to where there's a bit of contrast. A little bit, maybe. Is that it? I feel like I should put some like ridges or something in the leaves, but I'm scared. I need to separate these two as well, the two flappies. I'll just darken this side with their dark blue. I guess I could do like little subtle lines with the green on top, right? Something like that. That looks pretty good to me. Oh, I didn't do her moss fingies. We got to do that. Let's be brave. Go in with the full color. Ugh. Maybe peppering a little texture in there. Oh yeah, I think that is absolutely adorable. And I love it. We bring a little bit of this light blue in there too. And now I'm gonna clean it up with the same color pencils that we used for sketching. And then we'll be done. It is still so crazy to Crazy to me how I managed to make a mess of everything. What I was going to say was, it is crazy to me how big of a difference just a little colored pencil can make. It is just, it blows my mind every time, and I will say it every time. Okay, I think that's it for the green. And now we go in with the blue. Saving the face for last, as always. Still don't know if that's the best idea, but we're doing it. Okay, I think it's time for the face. And did you really think that I was going to finish something without putting little shinies on it? Well, you're very silly. Okie dokie, artichokes. She is all done. I love how it turned out. Okay, here we go. Here is what we created today with just our 3 markers. A sweet little, I don't know, forest, water dryad of some kind. I really love how her face came out. I mean, everything really just, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints, to be honest with you. Here's our full spread of all of our ideas that we came up with, as well as the finished bust. I do love how her green hair turns into water. I love it. I love it. This is definitely going to be put on something and hung on my wall. I love these 3 marker challenges. They really get my brain going. If you've never tried a 3 marker challenge, I totally recommend it. It will certainly get your brain juices flowing. Also, a little quick reminder again that art is a process. Be patient with yourself. Don't get too frustrated. Look up references if you need to. Do what you need to do in order to help your creative process. This whole spread, including the finished piece, took about 2.5 hours. I know that you guys get these little snippet videos of seeing the process, but I wanted to give you a realistic expectation as well. Take your time, love what you're doing while you're doing it, and I think you might be surprised with the end result. Also, I did have a quick question for you guys. I know that we do sketchbook spreads every week or enjoy something sketchbooky. I would like to know how you guys feel about maybe doing arts and crafts. I have a few things in mind, but if you guys are here for sketchbook spreads, I have no problem doing those too. I just want to know what you guys would like to see. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while we did this sketchbook spread and this sweet little finished piece of our water forest dryad. I had a blast as always. If you doodled along, please post your creations on social media and tag me. You can find me here on Instagram and here on Blue Sky. I would absolutely love to see anything that you create. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. And until I see you next week, don't forget to be kind to yourself.